All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to a quick preview of the new K-Vest Unleashed 5.14 software. So really our goal, as K-Vest customers know, we're really always trying to make the 3D analysis process more intuitive, really for both you and your players. And some of the features I'm going to show you today are really in line with making sure we continue on that path. So a couple things here. We're going to dive right in. I've just captured a golf swing. Probably not my best golf swing because I actually tried to get into a couple of faults so I can show you some of these new features. So in the new Unleashed software, this is obviously the new menu that pops up. You've got some reports over here on the right. If you hover your mouse over them, you can see those. If you go over on the left, you can hover your mouse and you can get to the animation and the graphs. So the first thing I want to show you here is actually something that's just maybe a little bit minor, but definitely people have been asking for, and that's the ability to take notes on a golf swing. So if I want to come in here and actually type in notes, what I can do is I can click this notes key. I can come in here, I can type 265-yard drive, high draw, low fade, whatever it is, click save, and those notes will then be saved on that particular golf swing. I will go back in and show you in just a bit how you can actually edit notes as well once you're in that captured motions tab in the client manager as well. Now, one of the other things I wanted to show you was this Train Swing Summary Faults button. As a lot of you know, with a swing summary, prior to Unleashed, if you've been a customer for a while, you went in, you could find a fault. Let's say it's too much rotation at the top of the pelvis. You click on Training, you were right in training mode. As we advanced into the Unleashed platform, we really wanted to make it more about program building for clients, to get them coming back, to keep them engaged. So we built in the ability to add those drills into a program. And that's really how Unleashed changed was. It wasn't just about doing some quick training, it was building a program for these clients so they would always come back and see you and continue the work. Now the thing with Unleashed was it was a few extra clicks to be able to build that program. So now what we've done, we have one button here immediately when you capture a golf swing. When you click this, this loads all of the drills now right from the swing summary into a program, and they're literally ready to go. So for example, on this last swing, I really got into C posture there. You can see my alignment was off, my posture was off, and that caused some other things. All I do now is I go into train exercises. All of those drills are lined up, and they're ready to go. As soon as I do 10 reps of that particular drill, the software is automatically going to advance the next drill, which would be my posture, and specifically my pelvis bend. Notice my upper body bend wasn't off, so it didn't load the upper body drill. It's actually intelligent enough to go in and just load the range that's off for the pelvis, keeping it very simple. Okay? Now, one thing I definitely want to show on this is some of the new features that we've added to making set live easier and also being able to update your reps and the seconds per rep right out of live mode. So now if we click this Show Guide Info button on the top left, this is a new button, you'll see this pops a new menu that I can now slide. Some of the things in this new menu that you can now do is you can change the reps and you can change the seconds per rep right out of this window. So a lot of times with players, I'll have them do 20, 30 reps. So I can come in here, click on the pencil. If I click in the white shaded area, that'll move it 2 reps at a time. Let's say I want to take this up to 30. I could also just very simply slide this window. That'll definitely move it a little faster. Okay? So however you'd like to do it, you can definitely do that. The other thing you can do is you can come right in here and you can actually type in the number that you'd like. Alright, so a pretty simple way to come in, change your reps. Also, I can then come in and change my seconds per rep. So if I don't want to have to get into the right posture, hold it for a second for this rep to come down, maybe I want to give them feedback a little bit quicker, I can take this down to 0.1 seconds. Now, as soon as they get in it, they're going to count down a rep. They're obviously going to go through this program much quicker. Once I've done that, I can click Done, click Done. Now it's updated to 30 reps and also that 0.1 seconds. The other thing, just as a reminder in the software, is if I ever want to set live on these numbers, if you don't like the numbers, if I get into my golf posture right now and let's just say I want somebody with a little bit more pelvis bend for whatever reason, remember you can click Set Live here and that'll immediately update this number right here, 19, to the 27 that's up here, and I'll do that now. Okay? So very simple way to always be able to change the number that you're training. Once again, I can change the tolerance here if I want to tighten this up a little bit. This is where I do this here, and then I close. So very quick, I know some people have said in the past it takes longer to get to the drills now, but really when all the drills are now loaded over on the left, it's actually quicker to get to the drills. Look how fast these drills load. And you don't have to click G for guides, go back to the menu, load it, set live. Everything's just one click and you're right into the next drill. So really, really simple. All right, some of the other features that I wanted to show you here was the hand biofeedback training. Definitely something that people have been asking for. We got that back into the program, and I'm specifically going to show you the mesh. So when you're in your biofeedback manager, and I'll show you that again real quick here, click on your biofeedback manager from your home screen. One of the new features, by the way, in the new software is home on your keyboard. The home key on your keyboard always takes you back to this main dashboard. So if you ever get somewhere, not quite sure where you're at, go ahead and click home. It'll bring you right back here, and definitely always get you where you can navigate. Okay, to get to the hand biofeedback training, I'm going to click on Biofeedback Manager. Always start up here on the top left. These are all your main categories here. I'm going to go to Full Swing Drills. Okay? And now down below here, these are all really my subcategories. You'll see address, top, transition, impact. If I keep coming down, you'll see hand club training here. All right, and we're just using the same metrics that are already in the software to keep it simple. But what I would like you to do, just to always just make this really easy, you don't even have to come in here and create a new program where you load these drills in. Just load this program right here. So remember, anytime you want to come into the software and not build a program, you can click on Top of Swing. Here's all my Top of Swing drills. You can always load this entire program right here. All right, so that's what we're going to do for hand training. Load program, train all exercises. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on hand mesh here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off all the metrics because I want to make this really, really simple. Now I'm just sitting at my desk right now. I'm just going to swing back a little bit, and let's just say this is the position that I want. I just want to show you this. Click Show Guide Info, get the player where you want their hands to be, and click Set Guide Live. And there's the drill. That's how simple that is. Now, if I turn my wrist, right, if I hinge it the wrong way, if I shut the club face, open the club face, I'm going to lose that tone. So it gives them a really good reference, right, exactly where that student's got to go to be able to get that biofeedback tone. Okay? And every time you come in and set it, you can always set it also in new positions. So if I want to set something down here to address, I just go Show Guide Info, Set Guide Live. Now we're working on address. If I open the face, I lose it. Shut the face, I lose it. Hinge my hands, lose it. Right, so similar. And one thing it does now that it never used to do is it counts the reps when they're doing biofeedback training. So now you can say, hey, let's do 20 reps of this really good swing plane position or club face, and you can literally count the reps down as they're doing it. The one thing I would recommend here, you can certainly play around with the different metrics. I just think the hand mesh, when you take the metrics off the screen, is really good because it gives the student a visual of exactly where to be. So really like that one. As a reminder again, Biofeedback Manager, Full Swing Drills, Hand Club Training, Load Program. That's it. Go right to Hand Mesh. Just get down here, set live. Okay? So really simple there. All right. A couple of just other things real quick that you'll notice when you are doing hand training. Okay, when you are doing hand training, there's a new button up here called Set Address. Now remember, when we calibrate in the normal calibration position, which you all know, all right, it doesn't really know the lie angle of the golf club. So what Set Address does is Set Address allows you to get set up, and when the player's got the golf club set up right behind the golf ball, go ahead and click Set Address.
Calibration in
I've got the timers turned on here.
3, 2, 1. Calibration complete.
And you'll see from the face-on view, that locks that club right into the address position. I'll go ahead and go down the line, and you can see that golf club now is right where I sold it on the ground. So anytime you're going to do club biofeedback training, make sure to use the Set Address button. And just once again, what that does is once your client gets set up at address, now you click the Set Address button, it'll snap the lie angle of that golf club or that sensor right in there. So now as they swing back, we know exactly what that position looks like. So if we're working on this position right here, right, it's going to look very realistic on the screen. If they shut the face, whatever, now we know exactly where that position is. So that's what that Set Address button will do for you. All right. I think that's really the main features that I wanted to go over for you. Most of you should have got a new email. If you are in the software maintenance program, you'll be receiving this new version within the next couple of weeks. If you're not in the software maintenance program, we actually do have it up on our new store. You can just purchase it right online, and you should have received an email on that. If you haven't, feel free to comment to this post and we'll get that out to you. But hopefully, once again, you really enjoy some of the new things that we're working on, always to make this easier. And always as a reminder, your feedback is what drives our development process. So please make sure to pass along feedback to us. The more we hear about it, I can tell you a lot of these features came back in the software because people requested them. And the more feedback you give us, the more we can really develop what everybody's looking for. So we appreciate it and really hope you enjoy this new version of software.